Hey up troops, welcome back to the Litanah army. I'm Lit, and this is Fortnite Save the World PvE. And what I thought I would do is a Fortnite PvE new players guide, because I think there's a lot of new players that I'm seeing in the Discord that we've got now, and a lot of new players that we're talking to, especially in the comments, who are asking little questions, and I'm thinking, do you know what, it was quite daunting when you first start playing Fortnite, and with all these menus going off and everything that you can get onto, it's quite daunting. So what I thought I would do is give you a little snippet of what we can do and what you should be doing as a brand new player. So stay tuned and hopefully this will help you out. This should be the only guide that you need to get you started. And what we'll do a more intermediate guide later on, I think, that might be useful. And then we'll take it from there. So without further ado, let's jump into Fortnite PvE and get you guys started the best way we possibly can. Okay, so the main thing that people ask is, what should I be doing to start off with? Now, this is Stonewood. I've done a lot of Stonewood. I'm mainly in Plankerton now with this account. I have got an account that's in Twine, but I use this one for YouTube just because it's better at showing you the leveling, and a lot of the things that I've already done I can't show you. So this one's a lot better for that. This is like my content creators account, if you like. But what's great about this is, as you can see there, these missions that you get are all different. Now, you're going to have to learn how to do these over time. But the first thing to do is, when you start out, go to quests. Just go to, if you really are a new player, start with the tutorial quests. I've done a lot of these on my other account, so I didn't do them again, but you get lots of great rewards from these as well. You get like trap designs, training rewards, and things like that. Also as well, make your way through the main quests. The main quests will give you tons of loot. You can see there, even now at the level I'm at, 3,000 hero XP is, that's nothing to be scoffed at. And I've got a rare Fleetwood Ken that I can get there just by going through the early main quests. So it's definitely worth a shot, and that's what you want to be doing early on. So work your way through the main quests. If ever you're stuck on what to do, kind of forget all these for now. You can do the daily quests if you're here for V-Bucks. If you're just out for V-Bucks, then go for the daily quest. That'll show you how to grind the V-Bucks. Just do them each day if you've got the time to do them. But if not, just work on the tutorial quest first to learn the game, and then go into the main quest after that. Okay, so after that then, heroes. So don't worry too much about your heroes. If you look at your actual heroes that you've got in there, we've got quite a few in there now, and I've got rid of a lot of my older ones. This guy can go, to be fair. I don't really need him. But, with a lot of the guys who you've got, don't think that the legendaries are always the best. I often run it so that I have, this guy. I often have Dragon Scorch, as you've seen. If you watch my videos, you'll see I often have Dragon Scorch as like my main guy. So let's just do a setup that I might run quite often. So I'll run Dragon Scorch there. And then I might run someone, I could run Jonesy, I guess, for the soldier perk there. Or I could run someone like, sometimes run Brawler Luna as my second. So I've got this. And what you want to be looking at is the perks that they give you. Now, early on, you're not going to have this second perk. Most of your heroes aren't going to have this. This is the first perk that you're going to receive, and this is the second. Yeah, you're not going to get any perks off your main hero. Your main hero is just who you're going to be using, and you've got all the skills that person's going to use. Now, also what you've got in here, if you look, you've got this little secondary skill, this perk bonus, and this one is Keen Edge. You can see there at the bottom. So it increases sword, axe, and scythe critical damage by 53%, which is pretty awesome. Support bonuses are applied to your primary hero when this hero is in a support slot. So that only works if it's in a support slot. And then I've got this one as well, Tactical Squad bonus. Melee kills increase movement speed by 30% for 3 seconds. That's just for maneuverability on this character that I use it for. Tactical bonus applied to your primary hero when this hero is in your tactical slot. So this is your tactical slot, and then this one here is your support slot. So don't worry too much, as I said, about the heroes. If you want to run a green hero because you like the look of them, then go for it. All these heroes down here, all the blues and everything else, they're all viable. And in your very first early levels, even the greens are viable. So if you just like the look of a hero, or you're reading up on the hero and you want to, learn a little bit more about them, then that's absolutely fine. There's nothing to stop you doing that. If you want to see more about the hero and what their skills are, click on the hero itself and just come off that. Go onto the hero itself and just click here, upgrade, inspect, and then you've got all the perks that go down this side here. So these are all the levels that you've got as you're going up, as you level this character up, and then you've got the bonuses, the squad bonuses and support bonuses in the right hand side. So you've got everything what you need there, to pick your hero, but just pick whatever you enjoy, pick the one that you find most fun. Okay, now a huge one that gets missed out a lot is Survivor Squads, and this is absolutely crucial. Now, what you want to be doing with these, I'm just going to take this EMT squad to start off with. You want to be prioritizing your offensive ones and also your defensive ones as well. So the ones that give you like the resistance and armor, you know, you want to be leveling those up and your offense. But this one's my EMT squad. This gives me fortitude. And what you want to do, you pick the person who's best for the slot. So I mean, I've got a mythic here now. But I need to actually upgrade all mine. But I put this guy in the slot, so I select him. Now, what I'm looking for, can you see these little icons here? So this icon means dependable. You can see down there. And if you match these up, you actually get a bit of a bonus as well. So you get extra bonuses. Now, the squads actually affect up here, look. So your health and your shields. Now, if I were to take these out, which I'll just do just to show you guys the difference in effect. So if I just put change, put nothing there, look how far this goes down. This is my health that's actually in-game. If I go select again, change, take him out, look at how far this goes down. So it's absolutely massive, you know, the absolute difference that you can get there. So I need to put him back now because he's a good squad member. So look at this. This takes me well over nearly up to 7,500 in health just by having a good squad in there. So that's the difference. If you go into your heroes again, let me just have a quick look on here. And you have a look at the actual difference that it can make. So this fortitude, offense, resistance, and tech, these are all made up by your squads. So they're massively, massively important. And if you look here, look, example, 245 points of my fortitude is made up from these squad bonuses. And if you go to my hero, 355 is all I've got. So as we said there, 245 points, yeah, is made up of fortitude. So 245 of that 355 is from my squad. So make sure that you're doing survivor squads. They're massively, massively important. You know, try and keep the best characters you can in there as well. If you're not sure what unlocks a certain squad, click on it, go onto the lock that's on there. So I'll just do that a bit slower actually. So survivor squads, click the team you want, click the lock, and it'll show you exactly where it is. You know, so it shows you there, look, that is what will open that squad slot. It takes you to the skill tree, and that's where you've got to get to. So it's quite important. Survivor squads are massive. Now, you're not going to have lots of survivor squads to start with, you know, but it is absolutely important that you make these personalities match up because it makes a massive, I just clicked on that by accident, but it just makes it important that these personality slots all match up, as you can see all mine do on these, you know, because it makes a massive, massive difference, you know, to you actually getting the perks and getting more bonuses when you're actually in-game. Okay, so we're not going to do defender squads just yet, although they are important, you know, for the early missions, because if you can't find groups or anything like that, it's good to have good defenders. I don't really use them because I've got a lot of people in the Discord who will jump on with when I need that. Now, the Armoury. This can be quite daunting as well, because there's lots of different areas to the Armoury. Now, first off, we're going to start in here in schematics. So what you've got here is a massive list of guns. Now, your list won't be as big as this when you start. I need to tidy mine up as well, because obviously I'm looking forward to doing the loot llamas, and I've had loads of things going off with the channel and stuff at the minute. But when we tidy this up, you can add favorites. All you do to add a favorite is click on the gun and just click favorite there. That'll add it to a favorite. And don't think that I hear a lot of people saying that they want to get mythics and they want to get legendaries. They're not always the best guns. If you look here, I've got this Founders Raptor that I've got, and because I've got good rolls on it, I've got a ton of crit damage on there. Look, plus 45% crit damage, plus 28% crit damage, plus 15% damage, and I've also got this perk on top as well. You know, change damage type to energy, you know, effective against all elementals. It's a really brutal weapon, you know, so it works really well, and I've leveled it up now so that it's a good Plankerton level. But, you know, because this gun's pretty old, because the stats are good, the rolls are good, and these are random, you know, this is purely down to the RNG. This weapon has been absolutely phenomenal for me. So I've got the Hydra there, look, DPS 2,347, but this, look. So if you look, very similar weapons there. Now, the DPS is higher on the Founders Raptor. I mean, the Hydra's great. I mean, I've done a separate video just about the Hydra, and in fact, I'm currently leveling that up now. I mean, all you actually do is just click level up down here, and then the stats go up and up and up. But if you look on these, like I said, it's not always the fact that the mythics and the legendaries are the best. So keep an eye on those. Purples, that's probably the lowest that I would go. You know, if you're brand new to the game, you can go as low as a blue. But, you know, you tend to be fine with those. So you tend to find that don't write off your purple weapons. I mean, this one is actually garbage, the Fortsville Slugger 2000. But it's because my rolls on it are bad. You know, so minus 9% heavy attack energy cost, minus 13% heavy energy cost. It's not that great, you know, especially when you've got like a Dragon's Tooth or something that does much, much better, you know, is much more effective. So with that, don't forget, these are not your actual weapons. These are not what are in your backpack. So the weapons that are in your schematics are not the weapons that are in your backpack. These are just things that you can make. Now, you can either make them in-game, or you can make them on the main menu, which I'll show you in a second. But this is the bear. This is one of my favorite guns on here. Now, if I wanted to craft this, I just click on crafting, and it tells me what I need down there. So I need 20 planks, 30 mineral powder, 1 active power cell, and 11 silver ore. You know, so that's what I would need to make that. And if I wanted to make that and I wanted to craft it, all I would do is go into my backpack over here. You know, this is a schematic down here. So I'd click on the bear and then I would just click craft. Or you can go in game and you can make it in your in-game menu and you can do it that way. It's perfectly, you know, it's completely down to you. You know, whichever one you want to use, you know, it doesn't really make a difference. So that's really schematics. You know, you can pretty much get whatever you need on there, but play what you like. You know, the good thing about Fortnite is as long as you're doing your bit in the actual missions, you'll be useful, and no one's going to flame you for having a poor gun or anything like that. You might feel bad yourself, you know, if you can't like contribute as much as what you want to, but what you're going to focus on really in Fortnite is actually just doing your part. It's a co-op game, don't forget. You're helping everybody out. You're a part of the team. So it's just about you enjoying yourself and using the characters and heroes that you want. So what we're also going to look at is the collection book. You know, we've got a few things in here. So if you're wanting to, you know, you're wanting to put something into the collection book, I'll just show you on this one. You have a rewards bar here. So when you put something into the collection book, I'm going to put this one in here. So if I put select and permanently slot this item, you can see this bar up here has gone up. And what happens there is, look, when I get to the top there, I'll get 15,000 survivor hero XP, I think that is. Let's have a look. What's the upcoming reward? So if we look on there, oh, Survivor XP that we're going to get. So we'll get 1,500 Survivor XP. When we go up another level, then we'll get an epic person and a rare person. And then when we get to level 50, we'll get some schematic XP and so forth. And when you saw me level up the weapon earlier, that's what the schematic XP was for. So I'm giving you a lot more information than what you need here, but this is the collection book. Don't forget, once you slot something into the collection book, it's gone. You're not going to get that one back. Now, you could get it in a llama, or you could, you know, earn that reward again. It's not gone and doesn't mean you can never own that thing again. It just means that you can't use it in your current setup, in your current loadout, or your current you know, base facilities right now. So, you know, you can get it back later on. So if you do, you know, ridiculously, you know, collection book a mythic by accident, it's not completely gone. You can get that mythic again in the future, but you can't use it right now. You know, you would have to go and earn it again. And some of the rarer stuff can take a long time to get, so do be careful when using the collection book. One thing that I would look at, and I'll show you now, is if you look at the skill tree. So if you look at, there's a guy called White Sushi. I'm going to link his spreadsheet down below. And he has done this fantastic spreadsheet, which we'll just have a quick look at now. So this section is what I was talking about. This is the White Sushi spreadsheet that you've got. And this will show you going through the skill tiers on what you need to get. Now, skills are really important, but this will actually show you, you know, what to actually level up first. The pickaxe obviously is important because that gives you like a target. You can read that up yourself. I'm not going to preach to you, you know, simple things like that, but you can work your way through this skill tree and it shows you these little green bars, you know, what's important. And it says in here, look, highly recommended, moderately recommended, not recommended, and compulsory. Don't think that this is the absolute Bible of the skill tree, because it's not. You don't have to go with this. If you do your own way, there's no right or wrong way to do it. Might take you longer to get certain skills if you do it your own way, but it's not the end of the world. You know, all you've got to do to fix anything in Fortnite is just play the game more. And looking at the research trees here, what White Sushi's done here is giving you all 4 tier trees on there on what to get. Now, by the time you get to probably partway through research tier 2, you'll know exactly what you're doing and you'll be absolutely fine. But early on, if you look at here, the red one's a priority, so he's gone for the defenders there as an absolute priority that he said. Secondary are the yellows, you know, so you work on those. There's not many of those on there, to be fair. And then he's put avoid but optional, you know, so you can get these. They're not needed. These are for expeditions that he's tended to put most of that on. But it's totally down to you. Again, you can't get this wrong. So if you've already started, you know, you might be halfway through research tier 2 and you might think, oh, damn it, I've picked some of these up. Doesn't matter. You know, it's absolutely fine. You just work your way through and you work it however you want to do it. But also on this awesome spreadsheet that he's done, he's got all sorts in there. He's got tips on there. He's got a detailed key of the layout. It's got all the stats on there. Do you know, if you're someone who's into the stats of the thing and you really want to get into Fortnite, then you can come and do this. But for now, this is all advanced stuff. All you need to do is open I'm going to put the link down below in the description. And all you actually need to do is go onto the actual link down there, open it up, click on skill. It's on a little tab at the bottom there. And then you'll be on this page, which will help you with your skill trees and what to pick. But again, save the spreadsheet once you get it. You know, once you've got it open, just make sure that you save it so that you can refer back to it, because he updates this all the time. So if you just save the link, you'll make sure that you get the updated version. And if you're in the Discord as well, if you're in my Discord, you'll be able to you know, ask questions and things like that. And we use this spreadsheet as kind of like our go-to guide or our handy guide if we're looking at stats. Even the new weapons are on there as well, so it's definitely a great resource. Okay, so loot llamas. This is another one that's important. The upgrade llamas, they're not really good for the V-Bucks amount, you know, so don't get these upgrade llamas. They're no good. The event llamas, always great. You know, you tend to get good stuff. You can see there you can get legendaries, you can get epics, and you get great stuff from the event llamas. And you get the firecrackers in this particular event just by doing missions, just by playing the game. You will be absolutely fine. Now, the best llamas, the best llamas of all time are actually what are out now. These legendary troll loot trucks. These are what you need to get. Now, these are what I save up for. You can see I've got quite a lot of V-Bucks there. I don't spend V-Bucks very often. I wait until I get these things, and then I go and buy them. I'm going to do a video on me opening this, or I might have done the video by the time you're watching this already, but these are by far the best llamas. So legendary troll loot truck llamas are the ones you want to be waiting for. Now, they might come up in a month, they might come up in a couple of months. You know, they're not common, they're not going to be up all the time. This one's only up for another 11 hours and 20 minutes, and then it is gone. But some of the best gear you can get are from these. So save up your V-Bucks. You know, if you're a Battle Royale player and you're using V-Bucks for that, then that's great. You know, you can just troll away and you can just do the daily quests like we showed you. Go into quests and just do these dailies every day, and you will make, you know, you'll make a ton of V-Bucks. I've actually got a V-Bucks video out that you can go and watch that will show you how to do that even faster. But for now, as I said, if you're looking at loot llamas, hold out for these, you know, and get the event llamas from these by doing missions. I've already got 875, so I'm very close. I've already opened about 3 of these already in this event, and I'll be getting another one very soon. Probably 1 mission, 2 missions, I'll get another one. So there's a potential for legendaries and mythics in that one, but this one, this is the big one. This is what I can't wait to get. So I'm going to open this one later on. And the store, don't buy V-Bucks, guys. As I said, you can buy them, I guess. I mean, if you really want to, you know, move things along quickly, or the troll llamas come up and you've not got enough V-Bucks, I guess you could buy them then. But £20 for V-Bucks is a bit steep, I think. It's totally down to you. I'm not going to tell anybody, you know, what to do with the money. But, you know, if you like money and you like buying things, I would definitely probably just play the game and enjoy it and do it that way. So to start with then, as we said, just start off when you're a new player, you know, so Fortnite PvE, new players, all you need to be doing really is working your way through the main quests. And if you're really struggling, just work through the tutorial quests as well, and you will be absolutely fine. If you're wondering what to keep and what not to keep when you're in the Armoury, in terms of like schematic and things like that, we've got this great thing here called Batch Recycle. As a brand new player, I'd probably keep everything from blue upwards. So things like this, look, these greens, you just click on them. So we click Batch Recycle at the bottom, Confirm Recycle, and you'll get a load of stuff for that. So you'll get like weapon schematic XP that you can use and do it that way. But other than that, guys, that's everything that you will need to set you off on your merry way. If you've got more questions about leveling up, or you've got some tips that you want to add to this, put them down there in the bottom. You know, put them in the comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. What kind of things did you find hard as a new player? You know, so let me know that. You know, I'd love to hear, you know, things that you wish you could go back in time and tell, you know, your former self about Fortnite PvE. That'd be great to hear. But guys, if you're not a subscriber already, make sure you subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.